One very common situation I see a lot of people going through in their life is growing up with either one or both parents being alcoholics. And this can have very profound effects on your emotional and psychological well-being, right? As a child, as you're growing up with a parent that can be abusive, emotionally neglectful, or emotionally abusive as well. And it can create this automatic response of defensiveness in us, right? Because you're trying to survive, you're trying to protect yourself, you're trying to establish yourself in this world with a very difficult household. So this automatic defensiveness is one of the most common things I hear from people. And it never allows them to get past just a surface level relationship, right? They may have had a lot of relationships, they may have had healthy ones, bad ones, but they can never get to a deeper level as this deep-seated fear of being hurt or rejected or of being yelled at, of being demeaned, right, by somebody that they love is very real to them as they've gone through it for a long time. They've gone through it multiple times through all levels of severity. And to protect themselves, they put up emotional walls. They put up a strong persona, a strong habitual reaction where they defend themselves. And this ends up becoming a part of their personality, a part of how they live their life, right, for the rest of their life until they identify it and either it naturally diminishes or they just stop being in that survival mode all the time, right? But if you manage to go your whole life this way, right, with this automatic defensiveness, this survival mechanism, then it's going to be very hard for you to turn it off, right? As it's going to feel awkward, strange, as it's not you, as it's going to lead to you being vulnerable and possibly hurt again, right? So this automatic defensiveness creates a defensiveness in your partner or your relationship as well because people mirror people. It just ends up happening and it ends up creating a barrier or a wall between the two people, and it's very hard to break down once it's been going on for so long, and usually the relationship just breaks or you're going to end up living a very unfulfilled life with a partner that doesn't even want to be with you, right? So what I'm trying to get at with this is that identifying that you did go through a very difficult traumatic upbringing is going to be powerful and enlightening to allow you to get into those deeper relationships that you want to achieve or even fix the relationship that you're already in. And these intimate relationships require that, right? That vulnerability, that ability to communicate with them, the ability to open up so that they don't feel ostracized, so that they don't feel like you're simply defending yourself from them and everything that they say or do to you is an attack, right? So every person went through very different situations. I understand that, but this automatic defensiveness is something that I see in a lot of people that express having grown up in alcoholic households. So just be very careful if this is something that you've been going through for a long time and you see these same trends in your relationships, right? Or you see yourself reacting the same way to any criticism, any situation that requires you to open up, you just close yourself off or you find a way to stave it off for another time and you never truly address it. So I hope that this can connect some dots for you and you can start to identify the root problem, right? Or the root cause that is having these behaviors internally for you, as a lot of times it's hard to see this inside of ourselves, right? But with an outside perspective or connecting to others' experiences, it's more powerful and it's an easier way to identify these things inside of ourselves.